Are the 49ers about to make a game-changing move that could elevate their defensive line to elite status? Picture this: a seasoned interior defender, known for his relentless pursuit and stout run-stopping ability, coming to the Bay. With the offseason heating up, whispers are circulating about a potential signing that could fortify our trenches and bring much-needed stability to our defense. Stay tuned, because this could be the spark we need to push us over the top. As we dive into the latest buzz surrounding our beloved San Francisco 49ers, there's a compelling narrative unfolding about potential upgrades to our defensive line. General Manager John Lynch is poised to make significant moves this offseason, and one intriguing name that surfaced is Cincinnati Bengals defensive tackle B.J. Hill. Now, let's unpack what this could mean for the 49ers. B.J. Hill, a player who has been a consistent starter for the Bengals over the last 3 seasons, is hitting the free agent market, and I can't help but wonder if he could be the missing piece on our defensive front. With 175 combined tackles and 10.5 sacks in just 48 games, Hill has proven he can perform at a high level. He's 29 years old, which means he still has plenty of gas left in the tank, and he could fit right into our scheme alongside Javon Hargrave. The situation in Cincinnati is a bit tricky. The Bengals are scrambling to figure out how to allocate funds to key players like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and this could very well mean that Hill becomes an undervalued asset on the market. Imagine this: we snatch him up for a reasonable price, while other top defensive tackles are raking in over $20 million per season. SpotRack projects Hill's market value at about $9 million per season, which could translate into a 2-year deal worth less than $20 million in total. That's a steal for a player of his caliber. Now let's talk about the impact of this potential signing. Hill would not only bring a veteran presence to our defensive line, but he also provides reliability as a run defender, which has been a glaring need for us. With defenses needing to step up in the run game, Hill could be a significant upgrade. I can picture him making those crucial tackles that swing the momentum in our favor. But here's the question: do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn, because while Hill has shown consistency, there are other options out there that could also fill this role. The emotional stakes are high for us fans. We've seen our team come so close in recent years, and every move Lynch makes could either propel us toward greatness or leave us scratching our heads. Bringing in Hill could bolster our defensive line significantly, but we also need to be cautious about how we allocate our resources. We want to ensure that we're not just filling a gap, but making a long-term investment in our team's future. As a passionate fan of the 49ers, I find myself constantly analyzing these decisions. The potential addition of Hill could reshape our defensive strategy and, if executed correctly, could give us the edge we need to compete for that elusive Super Bowl title. But what do you think? Are you on board with targeting B.J. Hill, or do you think we should explore other avenues? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts on this. The 49ers' future hinges on these off-season moves, and it's vital for us as fans to stay engaged in these discussions. So I invite you to join the debate in the comments. Your insights matter, and they help create a vibrant community of 49ers fans who are just as passionate about this team as I am. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. The Deebo Samuel trade negotiations are heating up, and it's clear that several teams have their eyes on the dynamic wide receiver. Reports suggest that the 49ers are in talks with interested parties, including the Denver Broncos, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Washington Commanders. With a $15.4 million roster bonus due on March 22nd, the urgency to make a decision is palpable. The 49ers ownership is likely keen to avoid that hefty payout, especially since moving Samuel now could save them significant cap space moving forward. If they pull the trigger on a deal, they might only receive a 4th or 5th round pick in return. It's a tough pill to swallow for fans who cherish Samuel's explosive playmaking ability. But the financial realities of the NFL can be unforgiving. As we look ahead, the 49ers are projected to have around $25 million to spend on free agents after recalibrating their cap situation. With Brock Purdy's impending extension, along with Fred Warner and George Kittle also in line for new deals, the team is walking a tightrope between maintaining talent and ensuring financial flexibility. We've heard whispers about the 49ers possibly targeting Drew Dalman, the center from Atlanta, but with the market heating up, he might come with a price tag that could blow the Niners' budget. There's also the pressing issue of linebacker Dre Greenlaw. He's been a cornerstone of the defense, but reports indicate he may be seeking a chance to be a starter elsewhere, potentially for a team willing to pay him like the top-tier linebacker he is. If Greenlaw takes that leap, the 49ers could find themselves in a tough position. They might need to look into free agency for a replacement, and there are some intriguing names out there. Nick Bolton from Kansas City could be a game-changing addition, but at around $15 million a year, he might be a luxury the 49ers can't afford. The safety position is another area to watch. Jevon Holland is commanding attention, but the 49ers could pivot to more budget-friendly options like Cam Bynum from Minnesota. With so many moving pieces, it feels like the front office is at a crossroads. The decisions they make now could set the tone for the team's future for years to come, and I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and anxiety about what lies ahead. Now let's talk about some of the potential blockbuster trades that have been floated around. Myles Garrett, Davante Adams, and Joey Bosa are names that can get any fan's heart racing. But let's be real, these are lofty goals. The likelihood of landing someone like Garrett seems slim, unless he's willing to accept a deal that's friendly to the team. And when it comes to trading with the Raiders for Max Crosby, that's a steep hill to climb. Mark Davis has made it clear he doesn't want to deal with the 49ers, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. As we gear up for the Combine, I can feel the anticipation building. The testing starts with the defensive line and linebackers, and I expect we'll see some standout performances that could shake up the draft board. The 49ers will need to keep a close eye on these prospects, as they might find hidden gems that could fill the gaps left by potential departures. So, where does that leave us as fans? Honestly, I'm torn about the direction the team is headed. Do I think moving Deebo Samuel is the right path? Part of me says yes, given the financial implications, but another part of me feels a deep connection to his playmaking ability and what he brings to the offense. It's a delicate balance between the present and the future. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you in favor of moving Deebo? Or do you believe the 49ers should do everything in their power to keep him? Let's get this conversation going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things 49ers. And make sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates.